Fantastic human. Hello, it's Robsy, back with another video. Apple Calendar comes pre-installed on every Apple device. It feels like such a waste not to use it because it's surprisingly powerful. Especially in iPadOS 26, Apple Calendar has matured into a tool that balances simplicity with functionality. For everyday planning, whether personal, family, or light work use, it's hard to beat. One of the standout features in 2026 is the integration with Apple Reminders. You can create reminders directly inside Apple Calendar, mark them as complete, and manage them without ever leaving the app. Coupled with Apple's data detection, you can generate events and to-dos from anywhere on your device. Messages, notes, even pages. That means you might never need to open the Calendar app itself to use it. And that is a powerful workflow. This integration raises an interesting question. Do you use reminders more or calendar more? Personally, I lean towards the calendar. Seeing both events and to-dos in a single calendar view is brilliant. It gives structure to your day and makes planning feel more cohesive. In fact, it's one of the reasons I've started using Apple Calendar more than I use Google Calendar now. Multiple calendars make it easy to separate different aspects of your life: work, family, personal projects, or even hobbies. And you get to choose what's visible at any given time. For example, you might want a private calendar offline for journaling or personal planning, while also subscribing to shared calendars for your workplace or family. Switching between them is seamless, and adding an event to a specific calendar is as simple as a tap or click, depending on what device you're working on. This isn't limited to the Apple ecosystem either. You can bring in calendars from Google, Microsoft, whatever you need. Each calendar can be color-coded, which helps keep things visually organized. The only catch is that if you manage too many calendars, you might run out of distinct colors to assign. The calendar colors are a bit limited, but for most users, the system works beautifully. The family calendar is particularly thoughtful. It ensures everyone in the household stays on the same page, whether it's keeping track of school activities, family trips, or shared responsibilities. Instead of juggling multiple apps or trying to coordinate schedules manually, Apple Calendar gives families a central hub for planning. Apple Calendar isn't just about dates and times, it's about context. One of the features I've grown to love is the ability to attach files directly to events. Whether it's a meeting agenda, a presentation, or even a large document, you can keep everything tied to the event itself. This means no more scrambling through folders or email threads to find what you need. As long as you have enough iCloud storage, those attachments sync across all your devices, keeping your calendar events complete and self-contained. Another clever feature is travel time calculation. If you grant the app access to your location, Apple Calendar can estimate how long it will take you to get to an event. It then factors that into your alerts, and you're reminded not just when the event starts, but when you need to leave. This eliminates the guesswork of planning your journey and ensures you're on time. Unless, of course, you've already decided you're not going. That's always an option, isn't it? Combined with customizable alerts and repeating events that are easy to set up, Apple Calendar covers nearly everything you'd expect from a modern calendar. Apple Calendar offers a variety of views, and each one serves a different purpose depending on how you like to plan. Personally, the month view is my favorite. It gives me a clear overview of what's coming up, helping me see both the commitments I've already made and the free time I still have. For planners, this view is invaluable because it balances detail with perspective. If you prefer to zone in on your schedule, the weekly and daily views are excellent. They let you focus on the specifics of each day, breaking down your time into manageable chunks. This is especially useful if you're juggling multiple meetings or deadlines and need to see exactly how your hours are allocated. The year view is another thoughtful addition. While it's not something you use every day, it's perfect for long-term planning. Whether you're mapping out vacations, tracking school terms, or setting goals for the year. Together, these views make Apple Calendar versatile enough to adapt to different planning styles, whether you're a detail-oriented scheduler or someone who just wants a broad overview. As good as Apple Calendar is, it's not without its shortcomings. The widgets, for example, feel underwhelming. Right now, they only let you view your events and reminders. That's useful, but it's passive. In 2026, we should be able to create new events or reminders directly from the widget without opening the app. Another missing piece is handwriting input. Samsung Calendar already supports this, and it's surprising that Apple hasn't caught up. Imagine being able to handwrite quick notes or sketch plans directly into your calendar. It would make planning more personal and fun. For an app that so tightly integrates into the Apple ecosystem, the absence of handwriting with the Apple Calendar feels like a missed opportunity. On the iPad, you can see all scheduled events across your calendars in one view, which is fantastic. But sadly, you don't have this on the Mac. You also have this option on an iPhone, which is a much smaller screen. Not sure why macOS is missing out on this one. Apple Calendar is a free calendar app that comes pre-installed on macOS, iPadOS, and iOS. There is even a decent web version if you want to quickly check your schedule, though it's missing some of the deeper features. For managing your personal schedule, coordinating with family, and even keeping up with colleagues, Apple Calendar delivers a balance of simplicity and functionality that is very hard to beat. For most of us, this makes it more than enough. You may never need to look for another calendar app, but power users might still crave more advanced features, and a lot of them are missing in Apple Calendar. But we can only appreciate that when we compare it to more powerful apps. What calendar app are you using? Do let us know. And until next time, fantastic human, stay fantastic.